Most organizations invest heavily in data and analytics, yet very few truly understand where their money goes. Teams often get surprised by rising cloud costs, and when leadership asks what drove that spike, there is only silence. That is exactly the problem that this dashboard has been created to solve. Hey guys, my name is Ali and I am a data strategist and analytics advisor. In this video, I'm going to walk you guys through a Azure Cost Insights Financial Operations Dashboard, which is built to help you see, manage and optimize your cloud spend using insights instead of assumptions. We're going to take a look at total cost, trends, budget alignment, and cost breakdowns across departments and projects, which are all important parts you need to have visibility over. Because here's the truth. Most teams rely on monthly reports or manual exports to catch issues after they happen. And by the time you see that bill, it's already too late. This dashboard changes all of that by giving you real-time context, early anomaly detection, and automated visibility so that you can act before costs get out of hand. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what kind of dashboard to set up to control spend, predict usage, and keep budgets on track. Let's dive in. So as with all my other demo reports, the first page is just an introduction. Here you can read a little bit about what the report is and how it is built up. Just to give you guys a quick overview, there is an executive summary page, which is going to give you a high-level overview of total costs, trends, and budget variance by department and project. Then we're going to go into resource optimization and highlights underutilized resources and other parts. Department and project spend, where you can follow on track cost allocation across departments, projects, and subscriptions, etc. Just a little bit about the report here on the first page. If we go to the executive summary, you can right away see what the focus is. We are focusing on total cost. We have a budget. What is our average daily cost and what is the percentage lies across that budget? Now, the whole point with financial operations or FinOps as it's called is to understand where are you spending your money in terms of your cloud and your other resources in terms of delivering value to the business. So what we've done here is we have taken data and we have taken projects and other data that we get from the cloud on the cost, and we have tried to organize it a little bit. So you can see we have some different departments here on the left. We have finance, IT, marketing, R&D, and sales. So the idea is that you have different cloud resources which have been tagged and connected to different departments. And that way you can showcase to different departments the insights or the initiatives that we are doing for you is generating this type of cost. Now we did something new and something goes up or something goes down. You can see on the right side, we have dev, production, test. Over time, we have dev, production, test, and we have different departments. And the whole point is just that when you work in the cloud, when you're working with these types of resources, which you use to do data analytics, engineering, AI, there are a lot of costs that are running, and it's nice to have some analytics to be able to follow it and showcase it to the business and work with them and explain what drives costs up or what drives costs down. And that's what we are trying to do here. So you can see we have, like I said, total cost, budget, average daily cost versus percent. The total cost per environment over time, I think that's good to follow. The totals and percentages, and then we have total cost by different departments. You can also open some of these and then you can look at initiatives that have been initiated by the different departments, and then you can see what is the cost like for those over time. And some of those are cross department and some of those are only within the department. It can be different parts. As usual, you can select different time periods here on top. You can select different departments if you want that to compare. Really, default Power BI in terms of that, nothing special going on. If we then go into resources and optimizations, then you start to look at what types of resources is it that is driving costs. Now, quick disclaimer, this is demo data. So you can see we have some resources here on the right side. And it's really just to showcase that if you know what resources are driving a cost, then you should also have an idea of over time, why is things going up or down, because you are making changes or you are using those resources in a new or different way than you did maybe last month to see if something goes up or down. So you can see here, we have taken out then different departments as the slicer on the left. So you can go to, let's say, sales or marketing or finance. And then you can look on the left side, you can see which tiers is it that is driving a lot of costs in terms of different resources that are connected to different tiers. What type of resources is it that is using the most money? Different pricing models that you might have set up, and then you have different types of resources below that. So you can then see how much of your money are you spending on pay-as-you-go models. How much are you spending on in terms of reserved instance? Savings plan. Different resources can be put into different pricing models depending on different things. Also very useful in terms of saving cost. So this is just an example of what that could look like and different focus that you can create compared to the first executive summary, which is more high level. The third page is a little bit more on department and project spend, and that goes back to within a department, you have X number of projects going. So if you connect projects to different resources and other parts, pricing models, and you start to tag this up in your Azure environment, then you can also figure out which different projects is it that is driving different costs. So you can see here we have, again, some examples: sales dashboard, CRM, data platform, marketing analytics, AI project. It could be different resources or changes done in resources that have been tagged to specific projects, and then you can connect those also to different business areas. So you have commercial, innovation, marketing, technology, different type of projects going on below those business areas will be driving costs, and you can then see over time what is increasing or what is decreasing. And it's also very easy to understand why, because you should know then within one department there's a project, within a project we are doing a initiatives, and that is coming back to your sprints and your planning and how you are doing things within those projects. So this takes it down a little bit further down the notch, and this is the type of overview you can give to a project manager, for example. So this is a more lower operational level of financial operations that you can do on your cloud cost in your Azure environment. So that is the last page in this Azure Costs Insights Overview report. I hope that is useful, some different perspectives on how you can showcase costs against budget within different domains or departments or projects to get a better overview of how you are spending money versus how you have budgeted and how you are trying to drive initiatives to create value within data analytics or AI. And that's your quick tour of the Azure Cost Insights Financial Operations Dashboard, a single place to track costs, identify trends, and align cloud spend with your business goals. If you want to try out the demo version that you just saw in this video, then you can check the description for a link. You can go in and you can click around as much as you want. If you found this useful, then check out my other walkthrough on Power BI adoption dashboards, which shows another dashboard made to get an overview of data adoption in your organization. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.